All right, guys. So welcome back to the moment you've all been waiting for, the Season 80 predictions. How about that, huh? 80 seasons, guys. Really. I'm at a loss for words with the longevity of this league and the success. I mean, you know, I always say I want to make a place where we can have a sanctuary. You know, we can have hobbies. We can get away from everyday life, the stresses, whatever. Just, you know, we have a chat room. We can bullshit with our friends, and that's what I consider you guys. I consider you guys friends, and it's just been an honor running this league for you guys. It's really, you know, it feels like my baby that I've just kind of grown into what it is today. 80 seasons. I want to thank Daddy Cash, Scoops Daily, for that amazing article he wrote on our league. Yeah, when you think about it, it's just, I don't know if many leagues have gotten to 80 seasons. So give yourself a pat on the back, guys, because seriously, this league would not be anywhere what it is without all of you guys. Not just me or the staff, or, you know. So thank you guys. All right. So welcome again to the season 80 predictions. So this new format, I'm loving this new format. Basically, I just made the graphics and then record a video. So I hope you guys like it this way too. Less reading, obviously. Look, last season I think I'm at 5 out of the 7 playoff teams in the AFC, and the same for the NFC. I picked 5 out of the 7. I only missed a couple. Teams. I got one team right in the AFC Championship, the Bills. I think I picked the Chiefs. I might have. I don't know. But I picked the Bills. It was Bills-Browns. I also picked the Packers and Bucks. I was right there, but I did pick Big Rube to win it all against the Bills, and I was wrong because Coach Mack won again. Three-peat. I think he is the 4th coach in MOF history to three-peat, along with Betts, Knight Knowles, and Mac Daddy have all three-peated, but no one has ever four-peated. So can Coach Mack win his 4th straight Super Bowl and be the first in MOF history to do that? Guess we'll have to see. Also, Coach Beast, another excellent season. You know, we really shouldn't overshadow that with Mac's wins, because reaching the Super Bowl 3 straight times is not an easy thing to do. But he is the first coach ever to lose 3 straight Super Bowls, and how fitting, the Buffalo Bills. So hopefully Beast can get one, because he deserves it. He's playing tough. His Bills are good. He's building a good team. So we'll see if he can do it this season. And we saw Coach Rube come in, and we knew he'd be a problem. He'd give Mac all he could handle. That was a great NFC Championship game. I mean, I haven't seen many games that great, period. So that was just a great game that Mac ended up winning. So, all right, so without further ado, we're going to start with the AFC East. And this is how I see this going down. I'm not much of a change from last season. I see Coach Beast winning this division pretty handedly. I think the Jets are in for a little bit of a down season. Of course, I wouldn't be surprised if they got into the playoffs, because, you know, Witness is a Hall of Fame coach. He just knows how to win. But with a rookie quarterback, sometimes you can have some bumps in the road. So then you got the Patriots. I had the Patriots finishing ahead of Miami this season. Usually it's always a flip-flop with those two, but I really like the moves that TSG made. I know right now I think he's 2-1 or 1-1, but I expect him to give people some problems. I really like the moves he made with signing Dak Prescott, getting St. Brown, Trent McDuffie. He made this roster very good. So don't be surprised to see Coach TSG maybe make some noise and get into the playoffs. I mean, you never know. And then I have Miami finishing last. Of course, nothing personal, but Coach Shorty just isn't having a great addition this time around. I got Lloyd Peters, I think his second-year quarterback out there. A-Chain is still your running back, very good running back. Darryl Devine, that draft pick was nice. Again, I like the receiver you picked, Dylan Poole, very good, but Miami's just he's not connecting. I don't know what it is, but that's how I see the AFCs finishing. I see the Bills probably getting that 1 seed and getting into the playoffs there. So, move on to the AFC North. This is how I see the AFC North finishing. Usually, I usually have Pittsburgh and Gooch a little higher, but last season I did pick Gooch to get into the playoffs, but he got injured in real life. He got hurt. and had to sim his first 4 or 5 games. So that put him behind the 8 ball immediately. Again, so don't be surprised if Gooch makes a return and gets about around 500 and sneaks in. But I do have the Browns winning this division. Coach Enzo just, he took an addition. He took 2 additions off. I think it was 2. His first season, a little rocky, but I think he still got to the playoffs. Last season, very good, strong number 1 seed. Lost in the AFC title game, but Enzo knows what he's doing. He's a Hall of Fame coach. That's basically, this is what happens when you have Hall of Fame coaches. They figure it out. It doesn't matter how long they've been at the game. It's just he built a great team. He had that first draft where he had a bunch of first-round picks, and they all panned out. Gordon McDonald, Chris Lane, Trent Caldwell and Chris Lane, both X-Factor receivers. 96, 95 speed. You can't do much better than that. So Enzo, very good GM work. I do see him winning the AFC North. The Ravens, I have him coming in second place. Minden has been sneakily good, actually, the last couple of seasons. 9-8 last season, just missed the playoffs. He has a good roster. Baltimore has a very good roster. Obviously, Lamar Jackson. He just lost Mark Andrews, but they made a nice draft pick to replace him. The running back core is a little weak there in Baltimore, but you don't really need a running back when you have Lamar Jackson, right? So I have him finishing second with Gooch finishing third, and the Bengals finishing in last. But those 2 to 4, 2, 3, 4, they can all switch around. And I think some of my picks here you're going to see in this video are a little off from my bookie site picks, because the season has started and I feel a little differently than I did when I made those predictions. So take them for what it's worth. All right, AFC South. This is how I see this finishing. I think Hicks is going to be much better. I know last season he won a division, but I think he's going to be even better this season. But I do think Dre is going to make a comeback. I think last season he was a little embarrassed to finish 9-8 and miss the playoffs altogether. Dre doesn't usually miss the playoffs. So I have Dre coming back, finishing about 11-6. And I think it's just a 2-team race. I think them and the Titans are going to be neck and neck. I think the head-to-head games are really going to matter between those two. The divisions games obviously will matter. Like I said, I like the Titans roster. I like the new quarterback. But I do have the Jags finishing in first. The Titans will be right there, a wild card team probably, and they'll be right in the mix. The Texans, look, Alex, you just traded Stroud. I know you wanted some draft picks, but Drake May is not Stroud. Stroud's a very good player. You still got Terrell Irving, that monster tight end. You turn to X Factor. Tank Dell, who's also X Factor. He's going to be passing a lot. So I expect Alex to score a lot of points, but give up a lot of points. That's just what happens with Alex. So I do have him finishing third. And Coach Eddie, I know your roster is out of control. It's great. Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor, the X Factor tight end you got last season, Derek Ellis, that rookie from last season. Adonai Mitchell, Alec Pierce, Hartman, who's a hidden dev receiver. Your line is good. Your defensive line is fantastic. Max Crosby, McNeil. There's not really many holes in this team. It's just, Eddie, you need to just put it together and put some time in, and you'll be a force. I know you used to be. You used to be a force. I know you made the playoffs a bunch of times here. Just lately, I think you probably just been a little wrapped up like all of us in some stuff, and just not having the time to get better. And that's basically the problem with people who are not winning as much, because they're not putting in the time that others do. And it's not a bad thing. It's everyone has families, everyone has lives and jobs, and it is what it is. So some people are better at managing time than others. That's all. But Eddie, I do hope you win more than one game, because I know that's a bad prediction. My apologies. All right, AFC West. This division, I'm not trying to be biased, but I think this division is going to be one of the strongest in the league. I can see any one of these teams winning the division. I can see any one of these teams making the playoffs, making a run. I do have the Chargers and Mac Daddy getting back. Back Daddy, I'm calling him. # Back Daddy. He's back. Max playing great. He has his roster where he wants it now. He's built this team very well. He is a marksman with Herbert. I know. I watch him do it to me. Very good with Herbert. Nick Chubb is still running out there, 31 years old. making some great plays. Bobby Manning, that tight end, he has superstar tight end. He got McConkey. He's got a very good team, very good defensive scheme, good blitzer. So I think Mac Daddy will have a nice run this season. I got the Chiefs and Broncos tied up there, both around 11-6. I know right now the Broncos, I think, are 1-2, so he's making me look bad. But I do have Weezy returning. Weezy's a good coach. He knows how to win. Last season, I think he won 5 or 6 straight. He beat myself. He beat Mac Daddy. He beat Beast. He beat Bubba. He beat everybody. So that's why I have him finishing 11-6 and being in the playoffs. And then Bubba, of course, with Mahomes, ride or die, bazooka. He's just out there slanging that thing. And he really did blow a playoff game. I'm not going to really get too much into it, but if you want to go look at Bubba's AFC divisional game against Enzo. I think he was up maybe 23-7 in the fourth quarter with like 2.5 minutes left and lost. So, yeah. Run the ball a little bit, all right? Whatever. You're still going to be 11-6, 12-5, whatever. You'll still be in the playoffs, I'm sure. And then I have myself finishing 8-9. Look, my schedule is hard, and people know what I want to do. People know that I want to run the ball now. I mean, it's no big secret. So it's being stopped. It's being stuffed. So I need to transition into the pass game, and I think I'm going to hit a little bit of a rocky road. That's why I have myself finishing out of the playoffs this season, and it's okay. I'm okay with it. I've accepted it. All right? So don't feel bad for me. I'll be fine. NFC East. All right, NFC East, another one of these divisions that's going to be good. I like I know I picked the Giants to win a division. They're 0-3 already. So they'd have to finish 12-2 to make my prediction correct. But I do have the Giants winning the division. Betts will just figure it out, I think. And then you got Q finishing second and Roklo finishing third. The Eagles finishing fourth. I know Roklo's 3-0. He's putting up some points. So I might be incorrect here. Washington Commanders, yeah. Look, Roklo is also a gunslinger. He likes to dev up his players, so he is sacrificing wins for deving, I think. So, but hey, that's your prerogative. That's not mine. You know? You got just a really good receiving core here. You got Hyrule, Theo Johnson, Deontay McClain. They just drafted Trevor Gregory, so look for that guy to get about 165 receptions this season. But yeah, like I said, I have the Giants winning the division. I know he's 0-3 right now, but he's going to figure it out. Bo Nix, that quarterback. They just drafted Felix, that running back. I really like him too. Of course, Dallas. Look, GM. There's not many better GMs than Coach Q. He really he's been trying to get a quarterback since season 1 when he got rid of Dak. He finally got one. C.J. Stroud, great pickup. Good tight ends, Mark Andrews and Hawkinson. He's still got CeeDee Lamb. He's got a good running game. Coach Q knows how to play. He knows how to win. He will be there when the smoke clears, and it's just a matter of where. That's all. So, look, all three of those teams can easily make the playoffs. I do have Roklo teetering, but so far, 3-0, looking good. And the Eagles I have finishing 2-15. I know he was 1-16 last year, but look, I know L-Bucks usually gets the short end of the stick. For whatever reason, he's always finding himself in a division with 3 behemoths, and he's not even playing bad. He's playing pretty decent. He got Hurts, Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. That's good in this league. So I feel for you, Bucks. I hope you can get some wins this season and prove us wrong. All right. NFC North. Look, copy paste, Control C, Control V. Packers, Lions, Vikings, Bears. It's not gonna change much here, right? Because Mac is gonna Mac. He's arguably the best coach in MOF history. I know he has 6 titles, and Betts, I believe, has 7 or 8. I'd have to look. But yeah, arguably the best coach we've ever had here. He wins season in, season out. He seems to lose week 1 to the Lions and then win the rest like he did last season and the season before that. And there's really nothing bad to say about Mac. He's a great guy too. So it's not even like he's some douchebag just winning games and beating everybody up. He's a great guy, and it's fun to see people compete with him because he's mastered this game, and he's really tough to beat. But the guy who can beat him, Coach Healy, I have Detroit finishing second. Healy has beat him twice already this edition, and that's a lot to say because I think he's only lost maybe 3 or 4 games, period. So I have Healy and Lions. Lions, very good roster. When you play Mac a lot, you get better, right? So Healy last season went 13-4. Obviously Gibbs. This roster is great. Trey Lance, he's upped him to the superstar. Sam Laporta, superstar. Jamison Williams. He picked. I think he has 3 rookie receivers. That's why he traded St. Brown. And then one of them is hidden dev, Nicholas Caruthers. No relation to Ray Caruth, hopefully. But yeah. Oh my God, 6'7", 227-pound rookie hidden dev, 87 speed, 91 excel, 91 jump. Oh wow, look for that guy to make an impact immediately. And then I had the Vikings finishing third. Look, I think Crazy is in for a good season. I really like that he picked back up Danielle Hunter. I think he was missing him desperately, and he got him back. I'm not sure if he moved him to D tackle or not. Let's take a look. No, he's still a left end. But yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence and Danielle Hunter that's a strong defensive line. I know they're older, but that's nice. So hopefully, I'm really hoping that that Crazy can turn things around and maybe make the playoffs. I have him finishing 5-12. Yeah, tough schedule obviously with Detroit and Green Bay up there, but I really hope Crazy can turn it around. And then I have Remo finishing 1-16. No offense, Remo, and I don't mean any offense by that, but you're just in a really tough division. It's just like the thing with Eddie. You just need time. You need time to compete and play and study, or it's just that's how you're going to finish. But I like the team moves you made. The moves you made to your team are very good. The Bears are ranked, I think, 86 overall. The right in the middle. Actually, they're on a lower scale. 86. You know what? Let me sort this. I'm wrong again. 86. Yeah, right in the middle of the pack of the league. You're doing a good job with your GM skills. You just have to turn that into wins. Caleb Williams is still an X factor quarterback. You got DeAndre Swift still. You got Roma Dunzier, DJ Moore, Elijah Moore. You got a good team. So hopefully you can turn things around and get some wins, Remo. Because we're all rooting for you. Remember that. All right, NFC South. I need to grab that one. But yeah, like I said, NFC South is going to be interesting this season because I really like Rube. It does say North, but it's AFC South. Oh, that's my fault. Anyway, it's going to be really interesting because I think Daz Havoc is going to be a sneaky coach that's going to be good, and we have to keep our eyes open for him. This is his first full season here. He made some nice moves. He's got a good roster, and he gave Rube all he could handle there week 1. So I do think Rube will win this division. Rube is just in a league of his own, really, with Mac, and yeah, it's just he has a showdown with Mac, I think. Let me see what it is exactly. He has a showdown week 11 against Mac, so that could be, the winner of that game could be the number 1 seed. Not like it matters, because they'll probably face each other in the playoffs either way, but I do have Rube finishing first, and Rube just lost the game to Beast, 23-21, so that's interesting. Yeah, I have the Bucks, the Panthers. The Panthers are going to be battling for that wild card. I had the Saints. Coach Chief is getting better and better. I know he's used to online play and MUT. I know Chiefer with that MUT, so I think this is the only league he plays in that's playing in Sim. So it's a little different, I know, but you're playing better. I expect you to battle for that wild card spot. And then I have Atlanta finishing last. I know I'm usually high in Big Reg. This is a tough division this season, this edition. This edition's, you have a tough schedule. Carolina's getting better. Now you got Rube with the Bucks, so this is going to be tough going. I know you got Andrew Nash, that running back, but you still have Bijan Robinson, who's obviously a starter, X Factor, 99 overall, and Maurice Hurst, who you got from your boy Raiders at quarterback. You got Pitts at tight end still. And the Falcons are going to have to make some surprise wins to get above the Saints and Panthers, I think. So, have Rube finishing last. NFC West. This is how the West coming out. Last season, I did not pick the Cardinals to win the division. He ended up getting the 2nd seed. So, not making that mistake again. I think Domi's a great player. His Cardinals are very good. Kyler Murray is a problem. He's always scrambling around with that 92 speed. So he's really tough to stop. Really like Marvin Harrison Jr. Obviously, strong receiver. So I have Arizona winning this division. I have the Rams coming in 2nd, but the Rams and Niners can flip flop, and I even the Seahawks I think will be much better too. He made a lot of good moves, and Buffalo Bill once in a while has that season. He just sneaks out 11-6, 12-5. He just all out of nowhere, and that happens sometimes, Bill. So, but yeah, I have the Rams finishing in 2nd, 9-8. Coach Booby's having a little bit of a down edition this season, or this edition, Madden 25. But he can easily get a wild card, 9-8, 10-7. Same thing with the Niners. I have him falling back a little bit just because of his schedule, but he seems to beat the Cardinals a lot. So those division games are going to be what determines if the Niners or Rams can overtake the Cardinals. So that is your predictions division by division. And this is how it is breaking down. Let me just move my little head if I can. I'll just pop myself off for a second. There we go. This is how I have the divisions shaken out. I have Buffalo, Cleveland, Jacksonville, Chargers winning the divisions. I have Titans, Chiefs, and Broncos getting to the playoffs. Let me just hide this stupid thing. All right. Then I have the Giants, the Packers, the Bucks, and the Cardinals winning their divisions. And then I have the Cowboys, Lions, and Panthers. I have the Panthers making the playoffs, the wild cards. All right. This is my award predictions coming up. Let me pop my little head back in there. There we go. I have Justin Herbert winning the MVP in the AFC. I have Penix winning in the NFC. I have Diablo winning Defensive Player of the Year, even though they seem to nerf the hit stick and they nerfed the interceptions for defenders for some reason. I'm having a hard time. But I still picked myself because I just did. And I have Cooper for Defensive Player of the Year. Coach of the Year, Beast and Mac. Again, no big surprise here. Comeback coach, I have Wheezy, and I have Daz Havoc. I know it's not really a comeback, but I do have those guys winning Comeback Coach of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I have tight end Eddie Sanborn from the Bills, and I have Deontay Felix from the Giants. But now that I saw the Lions receiver, I might want to rescind my pick there. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I have Keenan Neal from the Texans and Connor Thomas from the Lions. All right. This is how I have... that was last season, so let's forget that. This is my playoff predictions. Look, season 80, huge season. I think Mac Daddy is going to come out victorious in the AFC. I have him coming back to the Super Bowl to play Big Rube and the Buccaneers. I think Rube avenges his loss from last season and beats Mac. But obviously, would I be surprised if Mac wins his 4th straight? No, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I would love to see Mac versus Mac Daddy. That'd be cool. Battle of the Macs, right? Return of the Mac. But I see either Rube or Mac. Obviously, I mean, it's going to be tough to beat those guys. I know Q beat Devcode in season 1, so I know Q can do it. Q can beat Mac. Q can beat Rube. I think Healy can beat both of them too. So I know Betts can too. These guys, they can beat them. It's just you have to play perfect to beat Mac. More than Rube. Rube just seems to play Mac really, really well, but Mac is a little more unbeatable than Rube, honestly. But yeah, anyway, I'm picking Rube to win it all. AFC will be interesting because you have about 4 or 5 teams who can make it. I really think I like Beast in the playoff. Beast in the playoffs is just a different beast. You know what I mean? Beast plays much better in the playoffs. I see another error that I wrote down Cleveland Browns next to the Chiefs logo. See, I'm rushing. But yeah, the Chiefs, the Browns, the Chargers, the Bills, they can all get there. The Jags, even Dre. Watch out for Dre. But this is how I have it shaken out, guys. Again, season 80, excellent job for everyone. This is a huge milestone for us. The next big milestone's 100. So, so good luck to everyone this season. Hopefully someone could beat Mac, for Christ's sakes. This is, I'm getting tired. It's easy for me when I make the Super Bowl champ logo. I don't gotta change anything. But I'd like to see someone else win it. So good luck to everyone this season, and let's finish strong. I know we probably have another season left, maybe 2. I'm not going to commit to 2, but definitely another season, and we'll see if we can get that 6th one in. But all right, guys, good luck this season, and yeah, keep it going.